Hi everybody and welcome back to my video series on how to do what you love. Now this week is more of an overview. We've done quite a lot of work in the preceding weeks before this video on the various exercises and questions you can ask yourself to start to go on a voyage of inner self-discovery to truly know who you are, what you're passionate about, how you're going to thrive in life, what your skills are, and how you can marry all of these things with the passions that are going to enable you to do what you love. So I just want to give you a bit of a bird's eye view of what our goal is here when you're trying to figure out how to do what you love, and just write something on the board for you, just to give you something to focus on this week to help you to marry everything together that we've already been working on so far. So what I have found to be true is that this elusive place of doing what you love is usually found in the intersection between three things. The first one is the things that you are passionately interested in. So that's a bit of a different way of saying, what are you interested in? What excites you? What's your passion? When you think of the interests that you have, so you're going to have many interests, but when you narrow it down to the interests that you are passionately interested in, then you start to get a clearer picture of the kind of options you have that you will really thrive in if you choose to go down that path when finding out, is that what is going to enable me to do what I love? Because you're never going to do sort of a formula to begin with and output, this is the exact thing I need to do what I love. It is a path that you need to get onto where you're actually experiencing things that you are passionately interested in, and then life will support you and help you on the way, and just doors will open, opportunities will come along, but it's getting onto that path that is the tricky thing. So that is step one. It's ascertaining. We've done quite a bit of work around this already, so hopefully if you've joined us from the very beginning, and if you haven't, don't worry, just click on my name and you'll see all the videos that I have done, and start at the beginning. Every week they're just a 5-minute video. It's nothing that's difficult to fit into your time, but it's the highest level questions and exercises you can ask yourself to be able to get these answers that we're all seeking in life. We all want to do what we want. So, well, do what we love. So this is step number one, ascertaining what you're passionately interested in. And then when that intersects with the second area, which is figuring out what skills you have that come effortlessly to you, that are so easy that you don't even realize you're really good at them, and you don't even realize that is your zone of genius. Go back a couple of videos to do your zone of genius work to find out what that is. So when we've got what we're passionately interested in, and then we marry that and we deliver it via our zone of genius, there's one aspect left which eludes a lot of people, and sometimes you're not at the stage in life where you've experienced this yet, but it's worth asking yourself, because if you are, this is quite often the missing link. And it doesn't matter if you're not at this stage either, because you may not be that far along in your life journey to have experienced huge obstacles that you've overcome yet. And this might be something that is just good to have on your radar to look out for down the line. Because this third area is marrying the two things I've just mentioned with a belief that you have, a strong belief that you have about a way that life could be better for maybe people, animals, the planet, that kind of thing. It's this sense of a human purpose as a human on this planet, where you want to help better the lives of other people, animals, environment, like I've explained. So for me, I'll give you my example. My example was that I did a job that I absolutely hated, and it made me really ill. And when I finally gave myself permission to just dabble in something that I was passionately interested in, but I'd never done before, then I began to understand that what moved me more than anything in life was the notion that you can do what you love. I had believed for so many years, you can't do what you love. Only a few people get to do that. I don't get to do that. Nobody really gets to do that. You have to do what you hate, and you only get to have fun on the weekends and the evenings, right? That's normal. But when I overcame this and I allowed myself to do something I was passionately interested in, That then opened up all these doors, and it started with art, and then it turned from painting into helping people market their creative businesses on Instagram, and then it's turned into coaching. That was the point that I got on the right path. I hope you're keeping up with me, because this is a bit of a story with many bits that intertwine. But when you start to kind of have this bird's eye view of how life works and how passion and that kind of thing works, it just makes life so much easier. So that was my example. I allowed myself to start doing it. Then when I discovered that when I was brave enough to step into doing something I was passionately interested in, despite the fact that I had no experience and no idea if it would work, then I discovered if I do that, it's all possible and I can do what I love. And that became my incredible belief that I now want. It's inherently inside me. And when you can notice what beliefs you have inherently inside you, then it really, really helps to be able to get these things to intersect together and find out that magic in the middle, which is your passion, your purpose, and how to do what you love. So when I discovered that, my mantra just became, you can do what you love, and I'm going to teach you how I did it, and I'm going to support you to see if I can help you to do what you love. And then I discovered that actually that came really easily to me, and people are making incredibly brave decisions and coming back to me saying I've changed their life by simply sharing with them the tools that I learned. Then I had this incredible life purpose. I just want everybody to do what they love. And so that has come from overcoming an incredible challenge that left me sobbing in the bath on a Sunday night, back when I used to do something that I hated, thinking, I can't keep doing this, but I don't know what the answer is. And so that is my incredible strong belief. And so to take you through my other two things, we've got, what are you passionately interested in? I was passionately interested in doing something creative, and I was very passionate about picking up a paintbrush and buying paint. I don't know if I've mentioned my story over the last however many videos, but very quickly, in one sentence, I wanted to do art when I was about 13 years old at school, when you get to choose your subjects, and I was told by the art teacher, you can't draw, you're not good enough, pick again. Like, door closed, you're not allowed. And then I tried again a few years later at A-levels and was told, well, you didn't do it for GCSE, so now you actually can't, you have to have done it, so pick again. And I went down this life cycle of, I want to do something creative, but I'm not allowed, but I don't have permission. I'm waiting for somebody to give me permission. So when I noticed, one of the things I was most passionately interested in, I had so many interests. I think I had more passions and interests than most people have. I used to have this document, an Excel document, a spreadsheet of all the different kind of ideas I had for careers. I had so many passions. But the thing that I was the most passionately interested in was art. And so that was my number one thing. I discovered that is one of the main things I'm passionately interested in, and I got on the path to start exploring that. And then I discovered through the journey what my zone of genius was. And so I realized that I have this capacity to be able to motivate and encourage, especially creative women, to give themselves permission to do what they love too. And I managed to do that at my best, at my easiest, in face to video or face to face or on a stage, on a talk, talking in front of lots of people. That's the best way that I communicate this passion and inspire people to make changes in their life and empower them. So then I realized, okay, so if all I want to do is teach people how to do what they love, and that is my way of doing it, and my inherent belief is that you should do what you love, you can see you get this super incredible vortex in the middle where it's all working together and you get the upward spiral of success. So this week, I want you to think about these three things. You have got, make sure my microphone comes with me. We've got what you are passionately interested in. This is going to be a very strange circle, but we won't worry about that. Then you have what comes easily to you. We're just going to use the word skills because I've used up too much of the paper already. You've got your top skills. And then lastly, you have your belief, the big belief, your mantra. Now, this area This intersection is where you're going to discover how to do what you love. You're going to discover your passion and purpose. This little bit here. That is where the magic happens. Because you can try and do what you believe in, but not be using any of the right skills. Maybe, for example, I could be working in an art company, an arty company, because I love art. But I could be doing administration again, where I'm using my weaknesses, not my strengths. I'm not going to be fulfilled doing this. I'm not going to be doing what I love. I could be, again, I could be in an art gallery. I'm passionately interested in art and painting, but I don't want to stand all day talking to people about somebody else's painting. I want to talk to people about doing what you love, and I want to share my passion and my insight and my tools and get other people doing that too. And you can see, again, I could be talking on a stage, but I could be talking about, finance in the health authority or something. That's not going to fill me with passion. It is when all these things collide that you get the magic. So I just wanted to give you an overview this week of what our goal is here in doing these 5-minute videos every week. I might have gone over 5 minutes this week because it's a bit of a long one. But I just want you to know where we're going with this, so that if you have missed any weeks or if you're brand new to me, you understand the full picture and you can go back to the beginning and either fill in any gaps where you may have missed some weeks or start from the beginning. Like I said, they are really quick videos and they have such value in them. And as you may have guessed, I just want you to do what you love to. So have some fun with this. And if you have any questions or if you've had any breakthroughs, I would love to hear from you. And you can always drop me a line at hello@kiacannons.com. The email address is written out underneath the video, as I know I have a bit of a funny sounding name. All right then, have a fab one and I'll see you next week.